the real-time billionaires in the world 2022. Number 1. Elon Musk, CEO, Tesla. Elon Musk is working to revolutionize transportation both on Earth, through electric car maker Tesla, and in space, via rocket producer SpaceX. He owns about 25% of Tesla between stock and options, but has pledged more than half his stock as collateral for loans. Forbes has applied a discount to take the loans into account. Twitter's board agreed to sell the company to Musk for $44 billion on April 25, 2022, after he disclosed the 9.1% stake and threatened a hostile takeover. SpaceX, Musk's rocket company, is valued at $125 billion after a funding round in May 2022. He grew up in South Africa, then immigrated to Canada at age 17. He landed in the U.S. as a transfer student to the University of Pennsylvania. Number 2. Bernard Arnault, Chairman and CEO, LVMH, Moët, Hennessy, Louis Vuitton. Bernard Arnault oversees the LVMH empire of some 70 fashion and cosmetics brands, including Louis Vuitton and Sephora. In January 2021, LVMH acquired American jeweler Tiffany Co. for $15.8 billion, believed to be the biggest luxury brand acquisition ever. LVMH spent $3.2 billion in 2019 for luxury hospitality group Belmond, which owns or manages 46 hotels, trains and river cruises. His father made a small fortune in construction. Arnault got his start by putting up $15 million from that business to buy Christian Dior in 1985. 4 of Arnault's 5 children work in corners of the LVMH empire: Frédéric, Delphine, Antoine, and Alexander. Number 3. Jeff Bezos, Chairman and Founder, Amazon. Jeff Bezos founded e-commerce giant Amazon in 1994 out of his garage in Seattle. He stepped down as CEO to become executive chairman in July 2021. Bezos sold $8.8 billion worth of his Amazon stock in 2021 and also gave some shares away. He now owns a bit less than 10% of the company. Amazon faced criticism from U.S. senators and the general public for its treatment of warehouse workers during the coronavirus pandemic. He and his wife Mackenzie divorced in 2019 after 25 years of marriage, and he transferred a quarter of his then 16% Amazon stake to her. Bezos owns the Washington Post and Blue Origin, an aerospace company developing rockets. He briefly flew to space in one in July 2021. Number 4. Bill Gates, co-founder, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Bill Gates turned his fortune from software firm Microsoft into a diversified fortune including investments zero carbon energy. In May 2021, Bill and Melinda each announced on Twitter they were ending their marriage after 27 years. They still co-chair the charitable Gates Foundation. Gates, who co-founded Microsoft with Paul Allen, d. 2018, in 1975, has transferred at least $5.7 billion worth of shares in public companies to Melinda. As of March 2020, when Gates stepped down from the Microsoft board, he owned about 1% of the software and computing company's shares. He has invested in dozens of companies including Canadian National Railway and AutoNation, and is one of the largest owners of farmland in the U.S. To date, Gates has donated an estimated $35.8 billion worth of Microsoft stock to the Gates Foundation. Number 5. Larry Page, co-founder and board member, Alphabet. Larry Page stepped down as CEO of Alphabet, the parent of Google, in December 2019 but remains a board member and a controlling shareholder. He co-founded Google in 1998 with fellow Stanford Ph.D. student Sergey Brin. With Brin, Page invented Google's PageRank algorithm, which powers the search engine. Page was CEO until 2001, when Eric Schmidt took over, and then from 2011 until 2015, when he became CEO of Google's new parent company Alphabet. He is a founding investor in space exploration company Planetary Resources and is also funding flying car startups Kitty Hawk and Opener. Number 6. Gautam Adani and Family. Infrastructure tycoon Gautam Adani controls Moon Report, India's largest, in his home state of Gujarat. His $13 billion revenue, Adani Group's interests span infrastructure, commodities, power generation and transmission and real estate. Adani acquired a 74% stake in Mumbai International Airport, India's second busiest, in September 2020. He's now the country's biggest airport operator. Adani wants to be the world's largest producer of green energy and has said he will invest up to $70 billion on renewable energy projects. In May 2022, he made a big entry into cement when he won the race to acquire Swiss giant Holcim cement business in India for $10.5 billion. Number 7. Larry Ellison, CTO and founder, Oracle. Larry Ellison is chairman, chief technology officer and co-founder of software giant Oracle, of which he owns about 35%. He gave up the Oracle CEO role in 2014 after 37 years at the helm. Oracle has grown in part through steady acquisitions of software companies, the biggest of which was $9.3 billion for NetSuite in 2016. In 2020, Ellison moved permanently to the Hawaiian island Lanai, which he bought nearly all of in 2012 for $300 million. Ellison joined Tesla's board in December 2018, after purchasing 3 million Tesla shares earlier that year. Number 8. Warren Buffett, CEO, Berkshire Hathaway. Known as the Oracle of Omaha, Warren Buffett is one of the most successful investors of all time. Buffett runs Berkshire Hathaway, which owns more than 60 companies, including insurer Geico, battery maker Duracell and restaurant chain Dairy Queen. The son of a U.S. congressman, he first bought stock at age 11 and first filed taxes at age 13. He has promised to donate over 99% of his wealth. So far he has given more than $45 million, mostly to the Gates Foundation and his kids' foundations. In 2010, he and Bill Gates launched the Giving Pledge, asking billionaires to commit to donating at least half of their wealth to charitable causes. Number 9. Sergey Brin, co-founder and board member, Alphabet. Sergey Brin stepped down as president of Alphabet, parent company of Google, in December 2019 but remains a controller shareholder and a board member. He co-founded Google with Larry Page in 1998 after the two met at Stanford University while studying for advanced degrees in computer science. Google went public in 2004 and began trading as Alphabet, a newly created parent company, in 2015. Brin was absent from public Alphabet events for much of 2019. He spent his time on Alphabet's Moonshot Research Lab. Brin is reportedly funding a high-tech airship project. Number 10. Mukesh Ambani, founder and chairman, Reliance Industries. Mukesh Ambani chairs and runs $74 billion revenue, Reliance Industries, which has interests in petrochemicals, oil and gas, telecom and retail. Reliance was founded by his late father Dhirubhai Ambani, a yarn trader, in 1966 as a small textile manufacturer. After his father's death in 2002, Ambani and his younger sibling Anil divvied up the family empire. Reliance sparked a telecom price war with the launch of 4G phone and broadband service Jio in 2016. Today, investors in Jio include Google and Facebook. Ambani is pivoting Reliance into green energy. The company will be investing $80 billion over the next 10 to 15 years on renewable energy and building a new complex next to its refinery.